What's up? It's your boy Joel Ortiz, and I want y'all to keep it locked right here because y'all watching the real Gully TV. It's official. This ain't no phony business right here. This is Gully TV. You keep it right here. Yawa.
Bandana Black.
What's good, what's good?
Long time coming. What's good, G?
Chillin'. Finally made it down.
Mr. I Am Buffalo.
Definitely.
I met you at Benny the Butcher's birthday party.
I think it was an album release or something.
Album release?
Yeah, at Shea Studio.
Okay.
I forgot what it was, but
Yeah, it was that shit.
yeah.
Give my viewers and my listeners who aren't familiar with you, because you're doing your own thing online.
Yeah.
Tell them who you are and what it is that you do.
DJ Bandana Black, Mr. I Am Buffalo. Basically what I do is, I'm a DJ, but pretty much promoting local artists, promoting, not local, independent artists, 716 upstate New York artists. And I do YouTube now as far as like reporting on news and different stuff like that. Basically the same thing I did with radio, just on YouTube, but pretty much just linking up with local artists, independent artists, and promoting music.
We should beef with my man Hassan Campbell.
Hassan Campbell.
Yeah, I picked up on that when I was doing my research on your way coming out here so we could have a potent dialogue.
Yeah.
And I seen that you was banging on Hassan and shit. What's your thing with Hassan, my nigga?
Nah, see, the problem with Hassan Campbell is this, right? So, I used to be a fan of Hassan Campbell, so I used to watch the whole joint, do the live. I used to do super chats and all that, like donating and everything. And then one day he had gave some advice to like some young black males that wasn't like good advice. It would have got them like jammed up or shot or something like that. So I had commented. Basically, they was getting arrested or something like that. He was saying like how don't let the police kidnap you or something like that. And I'm like, bro, that's not kidnapping. Like them niggas did something illegal. They about to get arrested. You telling them to like resist arrest. Like that's not cool. So then you know him. Fuck you, your mother, da da da, blah blah blah. Just started going crazy, and I was a fan.
He addressed you particularly?
Yeah, this like in the comments though. This like on a video I was talking to him on. So he like he went off in the comments just kind of crazy, whatever like that, and I didn't respond back. So I wanted to be on a video in response, and he said some off the wall stuff about my city and my mom and stuff like that. And ever since then, it's just been fuck sis. Yeah. It really could have been fixed with an apology because I think that a lot of stuff that he say is. A lot of stuff he say is good. Some of the shit just off the wall, but it really could have been fixed with an apology. Like he got disrespectful a couple of times, and then he deleted his videos and make it seem like I was picking on him, so it looked like I was just doing shit about him, but that wasn't the truth.
Tell me, at which point did you declare Mr. I Am Buffalo? When did you put that declaration out?
The Mr. I Am Buffalo, that actually came as a mistake. I was doing a mixtape, collective like local artist mixtape, and we was trying to do some T-shirts to promote the mixtape. So it was like a I Am Buffalo Volume 1. So we did like a I Am Buffalo T-shirt or whatever. And more people wanted the T-shirts than the actual mixtape at first. So it kind of just took off. So I kind of just ran with the slogan, Mr. I Am Buffalo. And at the time, I was the only radio DJ playing local artists, and one of the only real like, I ain't gonna say popping DJ. One of the DJs is booked a lot that was messing with local artists.
Right. All right. During the course of that, who was some of the artists that you worked with on those projects? Was this like preceding you being a radio personality? You was already in the streets fucking with the local guys and shit?
No, I was doing music with the local artists before I became on radio, before I came a DJ and stuff like that too. But as far as I Am Buffalo, that became after radio. I wasn't even a DJ before I came on radio. When I first got on radio, I was just I was like behind the scenes running the board, and I was like watching some of the other DJs and became a DJ off of that.
So how did you come out into the media personality? How did I meet you? I met you at a party, but...
Okay, so how I became into the media personality, like realistically how it happened was I used to have a studio in my neighborhood, whatever, and I was trying to get like a bunch of like local artists to like get their music pushed out and shit. But Buffalo was like segregated, so where like if you wasn't from a certain area like that, people really wouldn't fuck with your music like that too. So I was trying to like break the barrier of that. So I figured if I got on radio and play everybody's music, it'd be a chance, you know what I'm saying, more exposure and shit. So when I got I went to go try to get an internship at radio, and they told me no. And I waited like 3 months, and I came back, and they was like, no. So then like 3 months later, I came back. I wouldn't suggest anybody else do this, but I went back on radio, and I was just basically like, y'all gonna at least look over my resume, or y'all gonna call the police. I ain't leaving unless y'all at least look at it. So then they gave me a chance to get on radio, and ever since then, I just pretty much just, as much as I can get out as far as like Buffalo music or Buffalo artists, or even like when I got on radio, we had to do like blogs, like report on news and stuff like that. So I always did everything Buffalo, whether it was like music or food or something with Buffalo.
So they were set tripping with the music in Buff.
It's not really set trip. It's just like it's like if you don't.
Every city got that.
Yeah.
I just want to.
Yeah, it's like that, and it wasn't like a person that was like we had like DJ Shay or like shout out DT. We had people like that who was promoting local artists or promoting independent artists, but it was like on a major, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it wasn't because DT was on radio, but basically what he did, he had a show where all he played was like local music for like 2 hours straight. So if you didn't want to listen to local music, you knew for that 2 hours not to listen. So what I did was I took some of his formula and did what I did was I played some like the new, like Uncle Murder or Jim Jones, like that, and then sneak in a Buffalo artist in between it. It just kind of took that lane with that.
Who were some of the artists that you started to play initially?
When I first started,
you ain't got to say the obvious because I know there's other people not discovered Buffalo hip hop. I was introduced to Benny Montana. That was like 2007, 6, something like that.
As far as artists at that time, it probably was when I first started, like D Black, Juelz, Superstar Buck, John Boy. There's a bunch of different artists. Pretty much all of the popping local artists. And then years later, I started working with other artists and stuff.
Okay. What platforms did you use to get them heard before you got radio access?
And it was hand in hand with mixtapes, man. It was sitting in the attic. I didn't even have one of those tower CD burners. Me, Buckles, and Juelz just sitting in a hot ass attic with 2 computers, just burning copies of the joints. We had like 100 that we just go hit the streets and just sell and give some for free, whatever like that. So it's really like MySpace, hand in hand, that type of stuff before.
Get the fuck out!
I thought he was a character on the Chapelle show.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
On my daughter.
You better stop playing, man.
On my daughter. I'm from Buffalo, born and raised.
Hold on. The first time you was exposed to Rick James was
Chapelle show.
Dave Chapelle
show.
You had no idea who Rick James was?
No idea. Until he died. I swear to God.
How is this possible?
I don't know, bro. I swear.
You never heard Super Freak by accident?
I heard it. I didn't know who it. Like, I didn't know that's who it was. Like, that's who Rick James was. When he died, I was at the radio station. They was like playing a bunch of Rick James. I'm like, oh, nigga from the Chapelle show. They was like, no, nigga, Rick James. I'm like, yeah, I'm rich, but I smoke crack. That nigga. They was like, no, nigga, Rick James. And they showed me the whole Buffalo Rick James and all that. I was like, oh, the nigga like Buffalo. Yeah. It was like, yeah, but I didn't grow up on. We was listening to Christian music in my household until I got older.
Damn. So you got exposed to hip hop music at what age?
Probably like, we used to sneak and listen to like Tupac probably when I was like 12, 13. I mean, we would listen to it, but as far as me having the tape and listening to myself, probably like 12, 13.
You couldn't own it.
Yeah, couldn't own it. I had to like sneak and listen to it.
So would you describe yourself as a fan of hip hop before you was allowed to? Like, did you like it? Was you attracted to it?
Yeah, but it was limited. It was really just Tupac and a bunch of like West Coast like bass CDs. I used to buy little bass tapes and just listen to that. So it was Tupac and a bunch of West Coast bass music that I was listening to.
Okay. So when would you say that your hip hop journey actually began?
I think probably around the time that I got on radio, because I had to learn like some of the other people and like some of the other old school stuff to be on, which I don't know even now. That's why a lot of other DJs laugh and don't really fuck with me. I don't really care though. Oh
man, that ain't about nothing. You got a very very unique story, man. When them niggas hear about this, they gonna like, damn, this nigga be attacking me online.
Yeah. they get attacking me. I'm all open for it. I give it and I can take it. It's cool.
All right. How you feel about the? I don't want to call it the resurgence. I said this last night, but how do you feel about upstate New York and Buffalo, particularly skyrocketing to the forefront of hip hop music?
I love it, man. It makes it feel like it was all I did. Like doing radio feel like a bid. Like I did 15 years straight on radio just to see this day where Buffalo music is. Not saying I seen where it was gonna be at, where it's at right now. That's where I was working for, but I'm happy where it's at right now. And there's so many different lanes of it. It's not just the lyrical, like just straight bars. It's not just like the dance type stuff like that too. It's a lot of different artists from Buffalo really blasting on it. It really make me proud. Like it really all those years in radio. Because when I got off of radio, I was really kind of I don't know where, like disappointed in a way, but seeing where the music and shit is at now, it kind of make it worth it.
You had contact with the media. I know they be running up there now, like doing documentaries and all types of shit. Anybody step to you?
No, I seen one time Westside Gun was doing a joint with when they shot the Revolt joint. I seen them there when they came in the city. I was walking in the radio station one time. I seen I think Westside and Conway in front of the station with Revolt doing something with them. So it's a lot of people that do come and film and stuff like that. But me personally, I don't really. I mean, if they contact me, yeah. Shout out to Taj Mahal just came and did something with me too for one of his joints. So when media people do come, sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't.
Okay, shout out to Taj. Keys to the place.
I still got the key.
Yeah, keys to the build, man. Yeah. We was walking around there. I was taking pictures. We did our interview. Big business. Yeah. What happened?
First, I can curse on here right now.
Yeah, we live, man.
All right, first, and this is my personal feelings. First, fuck WBOK, except for Ed Nice and some of the other staff, whatever. But what happened with that is, I mean, the reason why I say that is because they did me dirty. Basically, what happened was, one day, one day Yasmin Young called me from the radio station. Was like, "Yo, COVID just happened, and we probably gonna have budget cuts, so we ain't gonna be able to pay everybody. So starting next week, we need you to do like do all your show, do 4 hours, and we'll pay you like for an hour or something like that." This is like 2 weeks after COVID like happened. So I'm like, how the fuck y'all know y'all ain't got the money already? Like, nah, something else got to be going on. So I was like, I'll do it for free. I'll pay for it. I'll pay to do my show because, like I said, when I got on radio, it was to do the music for like the local artists, and then I started connecting with like a lot of people that was like locked up in jails and shit like that. So like really the blackout, the motive for it. So basically, they fired me on my day off. They called me with some bullshit excuse of how they had to do budget cuts. They wanted me to work 4 hours and pay me for an hour. I said, listen, I just do the full 4, and I'll pay y'all for the 4 so y'all can pay somebody else. They was like, no, we can't do that. Went back and forth. And what they wanted to do was they wanted to, it's called syndicated, where they pay like one person to do a bunch of different radio stations. So at the time, they were trying to pay this guy to do Buffalo and a bunch of other different radio stations. So they needed to get rid of everybody, but they couldn't just fire, like, they couldn't just come up and say, yo, we fired Bandana Black, because it's like, Mr. I Am Buffalo, whatever. Even though they did do that, but that's basically how they happened. They called me one day and said that. We kind of went back and forth, and then they told me that I was going to be off until further notice, and I knew that meant I was going to be fired. So one day, I still had the key. I went to the radio station, shot my last blog in front of the radio station. WBOK fires Bandana Black, and kind of just told my side of it. But everything I said in that video came true, because if we look at the station now, everything that I said happened.
So when they went into syndication, they basically removed the community connection.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna run into a WBLK DJ at a barbecue at Juneteenth or some shit like that.
I mean, if it's a corporate, like, safe event or something like that, like heavy security, heavy, like, corporate people, something like that. But as far as, like, the actual community, like, say, for example, like, with the top shooting or something like that.
Yeah.
Before the news cameras and everybody else would get there, you would get somebody like me or like a Big Rob or something like that from BOK to be out there. But as far as now, no. My opinions on this, just my own opinions personally, as far as the top shooting. I think that it was sad that it happened. I was at work when I actually found out about the top shooting. It's just one of those situations where it's like, we got to do something. Like, something got to happen. Like, whether it's, not saying like violence or like that, but something got to happen. Like, it's all this like protesting and us just getting on the news and saying like sad shit. Like, they ain't even harass this dude's mom. Like, they should be getting prank phone calls or something. Like, nothing happened after this. Nothing. But it's a sad situation. Rest in peace and condolences to the family. But that top situation, I think that it's a chance for us to make change inside the city, because Buffalo been a racist ass dangerous city. Honestly, before this, it's just something major happened where people got to see what's happening in the city now.
So racism has been active in Buffalo.
Yeah, racism is heavy. Active.
For real?
Yeah. We just got a black mayor for show. I don't know if I can say that, but it's the truth. But we got a black mayor for show, but it's not really like ran by. It's not for black people, no.
Okay. In 2022, what's the direction of the brand DJ Bandana Black Life After the Radio?
Life After the Radio is still music, but what I did was, instead of trying to, when I was on radio, I was basically supporting and promoting all artists. Like, what I learned is, if you spread yourself thin, trying to do a lot, trying to put 100% into 15 things is not going to work, as opposed to maybe taking 3 or 4 things and putting 100% into that. So what I did now is I took a handful of artists that I'm basically not on paperwork managing or promoting something like that, but artists that I'm focusing on as far as like the next wave of Buffalo artists, and at the same time build my platforms on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. So I basically just been focusing on that, basically like more of a management role with music artists.
Those some of the music videos that you've been posting, some of the guys you've been working with?
Yeah, some of the videos that I did post, the ones that I sent you wasn't the ones that I was actually promoting. That was just some of the ones I wanted you to hear, but the ones that I actually posted on my channel and stuff. Yeah.
Bandana fam in the building, man. Shout out to Gully TV. Shout out to DJ Bandana Black. Y'all already know what it is, man. Check it. Yeah. Big Buffalo. Yo, check it. Listen, yo. Yo, they playing follow the leader. I see them moving accordingly. How you niggas tough and you niggas move with authority. Nah, that ain't my man. Them niggas couldn't afford to be. Them suckers just some niggas I know. Nothing more to me. Everything I'm spitting is fire. I call it forgery. A wizard when I'm mixing these words. I call it sorcery. Shout out to my girl in Bandana. Them two supported me. A couple people left me for dead. A few aborted me. Niggas throwing salt on my name. A few be reported me, cause every little thing that I do it gorgeously. I snatched that little chain off your neck, that little water piece. But fucking with my name and respect.
I bumped into you over there a couple times and shit.
Yeah, we still good. Shout out to the whole Griselda, Westside, Benny, Conway. I keep calling them D-Dash, but Rick High, everybody's supposed to say name and stuff. Yeah, shout out to them. They killing that. We still good. I haven't seen any of those guys in a while, but we still good.
It's other people who's been signed to Drumworks, right?
Drumwork, yeah. Jay Skis and I forgot her.
716 Genius, the girl.
Yeah. I forgot. She go by a different name now. 716 Genius. Yeah, I think that's her name now. I forgot. I know her by her role. I forgot her rap name, but yeah, he definitely got some spitters over there. Yo, what's good? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. I in Buffalo. Make sure you follow me on all social media at DJ Bandana Black. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Heavy shouts out to Gully TV. Heavy shouts out to everybody that's checking in.